Welcome to Keno North Stadium and another edition of FC Tucson Women's Soccer. We got a late start here due to the weather, but excited to go and into the action early. Back into the box, 21 coming on. Quick and often. Going to take it to the left, put the ball across. Back out top. El Paso Surf wearing black tonight. The hometown SC Tucson women in the grays. On the attack comes El Paso, puts the ball across. Sorry, we're a little bit late getting jersey numbers put together, but here we go. Back to the keeper for FC Tucson. She's got it in her hands. That is Tendra Biederman Alberg. She's going to play it out to her left.
As in Jaguar and G as in Gorilla.
Ball's going to come central, picked off by El Paso. Puts it out left, but not going to get there. FC Tucson's defense solid, going to let it run and get a restart from the throw. Light drizzle still coming down. We'll keep you on the weather. Ladies got on the pitch late for a warm-up. Referee's doing a great job making sure they're all stretched and ready to go, however, and we are underway. El Paso looking to get the ball moving, sending it across. That ball's going to skip. We might see that a few times tonight with a little layer of moisture on the turf. Real grass, we call it turf, you know. Either way works. More on the restart for FC Tucson. Amelia Kidd's going to push it across. Shania Walters there all the way to the right side. Villarreal's going to push it all the way to the right. Let's see if we can find some space. They'll ask some questions of the defense. Nifty move there. Not a ton of numbers in the box, but she'll put it across anyway. Settled, wide open on the back stick. An opportunity early, and over the top it goes. Milana Erich had it, but not quite there. Ball came right down to her, but, you know, how it goes. Sometimes the sitters are the hardest ones. She elected not to take it down. Maybe had time, but easy to say from up here than it is down there. Still a great opportunity early here in the third minute. Again, off the restart we go. El Paso taking it deep into their own corner, elects to just play it out and regather the defense. Put towards the corner, so he can handle it. We'll say it a few times tonight with the weather. The ball will be slick. Plays it on the shin. That ball goes off the corner flag, stays in play. The AR will point to the area, electing a goal kick for El Paso. Early formation would look like a variation of a 3-5-2 for the Surf. Packing the midfield with FC Tucson's dangerous attack. That ball does not get deep out. Early opportunity again. She's in the box. We'll see if the flag stays down. It does not. She was offsides when the ball was played to her. That's a good call from the AR. But early opportunities for FC Tucson. We'll see if they could take advantage. Off the restart. That's going to be Yaya Cervantes in the middle. Plays the ball over to Jamie Black. She'll take on a few defenders and see what she can do. Plays the ball through. Looking for that 1-2. Touch there from Jamie Black. Unfortunately not able to get onto it. Genesis Davila will be in the net for El Paso. She sends it towards the midfield stripe, but not far. Get a foul there for a push in the back. Little choppy to start, just like it here is in the booth, as we got started a little bit late and got some information late. But, you know, that's how it goes. Just like us, they're going to get it playing no matter what. A little bit of rain never bothers, and we're going to see how we go. Had her taken down by the FC Tucson defense, but only as far as the midfield. Going to go out towards the left side. Stephanie Aguilar put that over there, but FC Tucson has it handled. They'll send it out to the right side, and that ball is going to skip. The ladies are going to have to make adjustments as that layer of moisture on the turf tonight. Throw in, send it back towards the back line, maybe go all the way back to the keeper, and she does. Davila on the ball will push it to her right, but not very far. Looking for Villa, but was unable to find her right to the FC Tucson feet. Light pressure from the ladies in gray tonight. Traditionally, it's the ladies in black, but we'll go gray. Alternate jersey for the men as well last night. Jamie Black on the ball has dispossessed, but foul given by the referee. Annabella Escobar from El Paso, none too happy about that. Nevertheless, here we go. Walters will put it back in play for FC Tucson. Yaya Cervantes surveying. Could have had a go perhaps there, but elected not to. And El Paso back on the ball early. Escobar has it at her feet, but dispossessed. The ball will go all the way back to Walters. She'll look to play the ball through the middle. Nice one touch from Scott, and we're in. Here's an early opportunity. Can she play it by? Nice save from Davila. Ball still in play. Meredith Scott on it. She puts it in. Second time is a charm. Goes underneath the diving Davila, but 1-0. That ball perfectly played, perfectly weighted on the ground. Meredith Scott was through early, unable to make the first attempt as Davila made a nice diving stop, but got stuck with it, beat a defender, and played it to the near post. Difficult shot underneath. Back in play early, and we'll see if El Paso can get an answer here. Ball bouncing, brought back down. Shania Walters getting a lot of play early on the left side in the back. Play it all the way across for Zoe Gist. Back to Cervantes in the middle. Correction on that goal for FC Tucson. That was 23, Vivian Villarreal. Really nicely done. The goal will go to Villarreal, number 23. Milana Eric trying to get some things done. Small tug of the jersey, but nothing worth stoppage. Ball goes back. Amelia Kidd has the ball at her feet. She'll push forward. Find Eric. Erich will move forward as she'll allow her teammate, Amelia Kidd, on the restart. Kidd will survey her options, go down the line. Header sent in. Nobody home for FC Tucson. Davila will come collect from the goalkeeper position. 9th minute of action. Rain still following here in Tucson, Arizona. Kena North Stadium, WPSL action. FC Tucson and the El Paso Surf. FC Tucson going to the line down the left. Nice cutback, nice piece of skill. Ball still at her feet. Kidd will have her options now, go towards central. Jamie Black going one more touch right towards the middle. It's trying to go all the way to the outside, but defender Emily Torres there. The 10, Annabella Escobar, dropping deep but unable to keep possession. FC Tucson back on the ball, skips through. Can she get to it to keep it across? She does not. The flag goes up and will signal a goal kick. Good effort there. That left side has been open with a small through ball that keeps on the turf. And that ball, as we've said, and I'll keep saying it because it's effective tonight, anything that's going to stay on the ground is going to have a little extra skip to it, a little extra bounce. So the defenders perhaps an extra step in preparation. Early action, a lot of action so far just in beginning the 11th minute. Cervantes ups, gets ahead on that. Not the biggest young lady, but still big enough to win that ball. Ball will go all the way back to the right side. Picked off. FC Tucson perhaps an opportunity. Milana Erich has been very active on the left side here for FC Tucson. Walters across the ball, so they'll send it to Andrews in the middle. Lost the ball. Here we go. Opportunity. Camilla Bernal on the ball. She looked like she might go deep and hit one from outside. Perhaps looked to be a chip to her teammate, but that play was not on. Biederman Alberg will collect for FC Tucson from the goalkeeper. She's dressed in red jerseys this evening. Walters. Matches like this, important just to take some possession, take some time, settle in. Especially when you got an early goal, calm things down. Build-up coming from the right side. Not much there. Surf take control on their side of the half. Melanda Lozano with the ball over the top. It's in. Bernal on the ball, taking the left-footed shot. Handled by Tindra Biederman-Alberg. Goes to her feet, goes to her knees, but nothing really troubling her on that opportunity. But some early flashes from El Paso with that ball over the top, and some pace from Bernal. Could play some different difficult questions asked of the FC Tucson defense. They've answered them all to this point. Walters has had her fair share of touches. Was not necessarily a great thing to say for your center back. Just 12 minutes into the match. Kidd will play it right back to Walters. She'll push forward just a touch. Not a lot of options. I'm sure manager Kaylee Carter for FC Tucson would like to see her ladies up top come back and ask for the ball a little bit more at their feet. We'll see what adjustments are made by the young head coach, who is one win and one draw in her early tenure as FC Tucson's head woman. Through ball, a little bit too much on it. Easy opportunity for Genesis Avila in the back. Dressed in the highlighter green jersey this evening. Hard to miss in case she wants to go for a jog out on Ajo Way here. Build up out of the right back. We'll see what FC Tucson can do. Using that triangle well. Options down the line. Here we go. Let's see if the ball's in play. Scott has the ball at her feet. Looking towards the central. Ball is there. Little flick on. Nicely done. Let's see if we can do 1-on-4 and serve clear, but not very far. About 20 yards out. Oh, that might be a foul. Yes, it is. Given by the referee. A little too much coming from the backside there. FC Tucson getting a bit clogged in the middle in the striker position. The Surf have 3 women at their back, so not a lot of opportunity certainly to get any turns. So looks like the opportunities will come from the flanks outside. Close. FC Tucson women going to keep the ball in their attacking half. Cervantes decides to prove me wrong and go back across the line, back to Walters. Erich going to put some pressure, but not enough. Surf again with an opportunity. They're clearly going to look for Bernal all evening. 2 FC Tucson defenders there. Biederman Alberg will have the ball at her feet. Bernal is going to pressure a little bit and see, and it works as the ball is given away. They look for Bernal, but smartly she did not choose to play as she was in an offside position. Would have been an easy call. A little sloppy. Defender from the FC Tucson's going to play it back. Andrews probably had some options there, but decided just to get the ball out and take some time to gather ourselves and restart. FC Tucson coming off a 2-2 draw last night to New Mexico United, so a quick turnaround for the ladies. As I mentioned, they started their season with a 2-0 win over Arizona Arsenal. So looking to stay unbeaten this evening. Walters getting her work in. Cervantes, way to get a toe to it, really coming back for that ball. Iniguez going to put it into play for El Paso, but quickly out of play and right back to FC Tucson. Ball given away in possession. Aguilar will see what she can do. She goes back to the captain, Emily Torres, wearing the armband this evening. Attempt on the cutback, but played outside. Zoe just gets a boot to it. El Paso will retain possession and get restarted from the throw. Looking down the line, not much there. A little poke, 1-on-3. Let's see what Meredith Scott can do with this opportunity. Not much. Emily Morales there to quelch that opportunity. They'll work the ball around the back. Morales with some time. Playing that deep ball. Does get by the FC Tucson defender, but Kidd recovers. She'll go to the left side, but give the ball right back. Surf will look to see if they could take advantage of the giveaway. Torres will send it to the middle, but give it right back to FC Tucson. Opportunities for both sides. FC Tucson has sent 2 over the crossbar early, 1 into the back of the net off the boot of Villarreal for a 1-0 lead here in the 18th minute. Referee checks with the linesman. It is offside, so we will bring that play back. Arm will stay up until the touch. There it is. Number of early giveaways right off the ball for FC Tucson. 1 touch and then a quick giveaway in the middle. El Paso nicely done to the left. Again, looking for Bernalis in the middle. Escobar got a touch to it, but not quite enough. It will go all the way back to Biederman Auburg.
It's going to be number 20. It's going to come in. I don't know yet.
Looks like we're going to get an early substitution for FC Tucson women.
Dave, I can't hear you with your mic.
Emma Cazares checking in with the 4th official.
20 in for 7. 20 in for number 7. And number 20 is Emma. Cazares? Yeah.
Searching ball from FC Tucson, but too much on that one. Davila handles it well. All the way back to the goalkeeper position. Emily Morales will get it back in play to the captain Torres. She won't go far. Hard challenge, but all fair. We can play on. That ball is out of play to the east side bleachers. Here comes our sub. This is Emma Cazares, who will be replacing Zoe Gist early. We'll check in and see if we can get any opportunity as to what that, why that is made. And we're back to it. We'll see if we can figure out what that sub was for. Back in the middle. Ball spent a lot of time in the middle third for both sides. Here's Scott on the ball. She's going to look up. Is this another opportunity? It is. Can the ball go across to the touchline? Can she get there? Flag goes up as the rain continues to come down.
There we go. I have another here.
You might not be able to tell at the stream, but here in the booth we are light level, and so when you look at the lights you can see it coming down pretty steadily still.
El Paso, number 27.
We have the referee observer up here in the box with us, and he asked if it was raining. There's a good joke here about referees being able to see, but we're going to leave it alone. In my former head coaching days, I asked that question often. It was often proven wrong. FC Tucson will see if they can get it right here. Scott again on the ball, but quickly gives it back. Surf going to attack down the left. I suppose if you're called to surf and you're in the desert, a little water might do you good. We'll see if that holds true this evening.
22-7.
Ball be played central and given away one again. Right up the middle. I'm not keeping track of touches, but if I were, Walters would be far and away leading this match. Kidd with the ball will look to the left. Erich unable to keep that ball in possession, and we're going to have some subs here from the El Paso side already.
El Paso substitution checking in. Number 2, Jacqueline Rubio, and number 27, Dina Reyes. Replacing number 7, Andrea Ingenez, and number 22, Avery Lehman.
What numbers? We'll get you those names as soon as we can, but names don't matter. The action does. Like they say in all the promotional posters, play for the name on the front, not on the back, right? Looking deep, unable to connect. Coaches won't often say kickball is a good strategy, but when it's wet on the surface, sometimes you'll get a good bounce and get a defender stepping up a little bit much. 27, one of the new surf players. We'll get her name to you shortly.
Is your airdrop on? Here you go.
El Paso will get the restart right in front of the WPSL banner.
Okay, I'm going to text it to your dad.
Surf back onto it. See if they can find Bernal's feet. She's going to try to get through. She cannot. Peterman Alberg swiftly off her line, making a good play. And once again, Walters. Favorite player this evening. Walters again on the play. Searching this evening is the surf so far, unable to crack the code. Ball will go all the way back. The Captain Torres is ready for that one. Heads it right back into the attacking third, and we'll see what we can do down the left side. Headed down by the defense. Possession retained by the ladies in black this evening. Ball sent deep to the right. Nice job by Via to even keep control of that one. That was a difficult touch. Ball will go out of play. off the boot of the substitute, Dina Reyes. And out of touch once again. As with any great player, every player says that ball is ours. Referees draped in blue this evening points the way of the serve. Much to the disdain of some of the fans here who are making sure the weather doesn't keep them away from supporting their hometown FC Tucson this evening. I'll say when you talk possession, we often talk percentages. The sideline would be winning the percentage battle this evening. Lots of throw-ins. Cervantes comes all the way back, plays it across to the right, and FC Tucson will look down that side, pull it back. Oh, you might see that this evening. The defender slipped on the turf, but was able to gather herself, and it is Walters again on the ball. Dispossessed, and here comes serve. We're going to call that a shot from deep. Could have been a shot, could have been a cross. Any of us who played have done that many a time. I used to do the famous shot throw-in that went all the way, not even across the end line, but the touch line. And, you know, my coaches hated it. Nonetheless, here we go with the restart from the goal box from FC Tucson. Some fancy footwork here on the near sideline from Villa. Touch towards the middle for FC Tucson, flicked right back. We'll see if we can get started. Scott down the left side. Nicely dispossessed by Villa, who will turn it around. But danger not away. Scott Villa. Great hustle from the young lady on the right side. That ball will likely be a goal kick and signaled as such. '29th minute here in Tucson at Keno North Stadium. Usually a very dry heat, as they like to say here in Arizona, but rain falling, peculiar in June for us locals. But we will take it, and as of the moment, FC Tucson will take a 1-0 lead off an early tally from Villarreal. Ball cleared up. Makes its way through. Walters in the back. Looks like FC Tucson might have shifted to 3 in the back of their own. Biederman Auberg on the ball. We'll send it to Walters, who's gotten the lion's share of the play this evening. She'll look to the middle. Cervantes, can she get there? Not quite. So close, a game of inches. But the attack not quite done. Cervantes with it right again, but again, gives it away. Kidd had an opportunity, but gives way. Andrews will send it across to Walters. She cuts it back and right back to Andrews. Runners up front. Here's the ball looking for them, but the runners had stopped their runs. Timing of the essence, as they say. Here's an opportunity for FC Tucson to lock them in the back, however. We'll see if they pressure, and they do. Pressure from Erich and Scott. Ball will go up the line, but only as far as Kidd, who wins it back from that pressure, but immediately gives it right back to El Paso. I'm sure that will be a subject of the team talk at the break for Coach Kaylee Carter, as the early giveaways immediately. And on cue, here we go. Bernal going to take someone on. She'll push it back outside to the right. Ball across the middle, but falls back at Bernal's feet. And attack was momentarily subsided, but immediately, as we've mentioned, given right back to the serve from FC Tucson. Right in front of the FC Tucson bench is the El Paso serve throw. Ball going towards the end line. The ladies will let it run for a goal kick. "31st minute here in Tucson, Arizona. FC Tucson women hosting the El Paso Surf in WPSL action. Walters puts it across the middle and immediately given right back. Lots of jersey tugging, and eventually one of those gets called. Referee will have a chat, but it looks like that's all as Scott expresses her displeasure with the poll. Walters plays short, and the ball goes in long. It's over the top. Scott is there. Can she get a boot to it? She keeps it. Davila dives. Defender is there. Nice recovery from Davila on the ground. Scott had an early opportunity but couldn't quite get it right, as it would be difficult. Ball just never quite fell to her feet. Davila will play it back towards the center line off the kick. Cervantes heads it down, and we're right back in action. Here comes Erich across the middle. She's going to take on the defenders. 1v2. She beats the first one, unable to beat the second. She is going to signal for a corner. Let's see if the AR and center agree, and they do. And we will have a set piece here for the ladies of FC Tucson. This corner kick brought to you by Altitude Home Loans. An apt name. Let's see if they're going to put some altitude on this service. The outswinger does. Bounces around all the way through, right to the boot of Scott. She has a shot to the back post. Oh, just a touch high. Had a nice curl on that one. Looks like it had some eyes for the net, but just a bit over the bar. Quickly back into play goes El Paso Surf to see if they can get the ball out of danger. Rain falling harder now. Oh, long opportunity. Davila barely got some hands to it. I don't think anybody expected that shot, but it was well struck and on frame. I believe that I was off the boot of Scott. Here is another corner. Cervantes stands over this one. She'll hit the in-swinger. Ball's falling and bouncing around, little ping pong in the box. Let's see if anybody can get a boot to it. FC Tucson does. It goes out to the left. Did it deflect off a defender? Center ref says yes, and we will have another set piece.
Corner kick, FC Tucson, presented by Altitude Home Loans.
Referee has some questions. Who's he going to chat with? Oh, just making sure. As a good referee does, there was a play off the face, making sure the players are right, and we will wait for his whistle to restart. Obviously, always going to make sure safety first with every player on the pitch. So just making sure any contact to the head and that player's okay. He feels that she is, and we will restart with another in-swinger from Cervantes. Headed out, but only about to 30 yards. Ball's out to the left. We'll have a go from Kidd in the back. A bit optimistic, but in today's game with this rain and the slick turf, you never know. Put it on frame, see what happens. Only thing missing from that quotient was the on-frame part, and we will restart for the goal kick. "35th minute, 1-0. That was not proper English. We'll see if we can get some proper football from Scott. Goes out to the right side, some fancy footwork and gets around. Nicely done. Ball's going to go back across the middle. We'll see if the Surf can get there. They cannot. Again, I think that effort was just to try to play towards an FC Tucson player, but couldn't quite get there on the ground. El Paso Surf manager taking a phone call, perhaps phoning a friend to say, what defense should we play? Checking on the weather, saying, I thought this was Arizona, not supposed to have any rain. Not quite a normal first half, but nonetheless we go on. Andrews plays it all the way back. Keeper plays it back to the feet of Walters. She will survey her options and play it simply to her left. Kidd with the ball in her left foot tries to play through, but it's deflected and down to the feet of the Surf. They're going to look across the middle and see if they can find a runner. We will have 3 more substitutes here coming for the FC Tucson women. Ball goes all the way across on a cross opportunity, but Biederman Auberg is there easily and lays it on the ground for Walters to get things restarted on the FC Tucson attack. They build up through the middle. Cervantes is going to send it all the way back. Deep ball, not a bad option here, but it's going to skip all the way back. Davila opts to come out and play the ball. Here's an opportunity if they can put a ball on frame. The chip, that's going to be there if it's on frame. Oh, just a bit outside the post. A smart attempt. Villarreal saw the opportunity, took it, barely missed with just a bit too much curl on that one. Very observant, though, that the keeper was off her line. 3 subs coming in, as we mentioned, for FC Tucson. We'll keep you updated on who it is and the changes that are made as we get them taken care of. Erich coming off, Mooring coming on, Sepulveda coming off, and Miranda coming on for Cazares. El Paso going to look forward. Nobody on there attacking half, but they're going to win the ball anyhow. Perhaps a jersey tug in the back from the sub. She's going to get early action often. Surf looking across, pulls it back in the middle. Here's an opportunity on the left foot. Couldn't quite get it right, so they're going to send it back around the horn. FC Tucson trying to gather the defense. Put a lot of jerseys behind the ball, and that touch is just a bit loose. Cervantes takes advantage. We'll see if FC Tucson can counter. They cannot. Surf back on the ball near midfield. Ball will go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ball back across the middle. Defender shielding. Biederman Auberg comes off her line to take care of that one. A little testy, but nothing of too much concern. Cervantes with the ball. She'll turn and play it immediately through that gap. Scott's going to try to run onto it. Defender from Surf tries to shield, is unable to. Looked a little awkward there, but nonetheless, ball comes back. Cervantes back on it. Kidd down back to Walters, and we will restart the buildup for FC Tucson. Looking for the deep to the middle. That's Mooring. Scott back on it. Somehow ball gets through. She still has the boot. The top left of the area. A little contact, but nothing that will call for a whistle. Surf putting a lot more pressure on every touch now from FC Tucson, and it has caused some problems. Ball will restart off the throw. We'll see if Walter stays there to take it. She'll head back to her position and hand it off to Kidd. Kidd will look long down the line, a bit towards the middle. Bounces right up into the head. Baratieri is the player in the back for FC Tucson and made her way up to try to challenge that ball with the orange boots tonight. A lot of safety colors on the field in boots and jerseys. Villa had the ball, was unable to find her teammate in black. So once again, FC Tucson will restart with the throw here in the 41st minute. 1-0 to the home team. That's a slide, but fair. Referee keeps. Manager disagrees with the call, but I think it was the follow-through on the ground with the wet turf that caused it. I don't think it was the initial contact, but once the ball and the slid continued, the player went down, and you have to call it at that point. FC Tucson will restart here with Miranda, one of the recent subs who came in. Throws her hands up, sends the ball out. Nicely driven ball right to the 18, but nobody home. Bertieri on the ball, but Surf take it right back. Try to chip it over. Ooh. Miranda stuck her head down there and almost took a boot to the knee, or to the head, not to the knee. Boot to the knee wouldn't have been so bad. Walters on it. She'll send it all the way back. One of those matches tonight with just a one-goal game and the rain continuing to fall here in Tucson, where a mistake can easily cost you. And those kind of mistakes can cost points in the standings. We'll bring the standings to you here in the second half. Here's Cervantes. She'll knock the ball out. Cervantes, small in stature, as is her defender, Emily Morales, but those two young ladies have put on a show of strength and skill so far this evening. Two very talented players. Another sub. This will be Pickett replacing Kidd. Kidd been in the action a lot so far this evening, so she'll go off in the 43rd minute. Replaced by Pickett. Players on the ground, play will continue. Surf player looks to be okay. A bit of a limp as she'll try to get back into it. Pickett gets involved in the play right off the bench. But looks like, somehow kept her feet. Goodness, takes a player on, gets around here, and the opportunity is on for FC Tucson down the right side. It's 1-on-3, and the 3 win. Ball attempted clearance from Surf goes off the FC Tucson player and out of play. We'll restart with another throw. The Surf have been really struggling to get the ball out of their own half in situations like this, so the captain, Emily Torres, put it at her boot and see if they can play out of it and solve that with a triangle. They cannot. FC Tucson with the ball in a dangerous position. Coming across the middle, there's a shove, and that will be called. Here's a great opportunity late in the first half for FC Tucson. Clear elbow to the back. Center ref saw it right in front of him the whole way. Easy call, and we'll see what happens here. How many people will be in the wall? We'll see what Genesis Davila asks from her Surf defenders, and we'll see who stands over the ball for FC Tucson. Surf players will make the referee count off 10. He will do so. Looks like there will be 3 in the wall. Miranda over the ball. Will she have a go? Will she play it across the back? Whistle blows. Opportunity comes. She puts it over to the top. Never really had an opportunity. Coach Carter will not be happy with that. You either got to put on the, if you're going to hit it, you got to keep the ball on frame. Approaching rapidly within about 20 seconds of the 45-minute mark. We'll see if there's any signal of extra time. Scott had an opportunity, but it will fall harmlessly all the way back. Davila will see if she holds it, see if she knows how much time is on the clock. You'll hear a siren on the stream, but that is not the official. We will wait for the center ref for official time. Not a great pass back, and some danger here in the last seconds. As Biederman Auburg just had to play it outside. Let's see if FC Tucson can counter. They cannot. Ball goes back. I believe I heard a call of 1 minute of stoppage time. So we'll wait for the referee's signal. And if El Paso chooses to move forward, they will play the ball over the top. Walters will let it go. A little bit of danger, indecision there. But Biederman Auburg has been quick off the line a couple of times tonight to the right. It's doing a nice job to make sure that what could be dangerous does not result in such an opportunity for the Surf. She lays it out to the right. Bartieri will have that, plays it across the middle to Miranda. Let's see if she's going to look for an opportunity. Scott has the ball on the touchline. Nice bit of skill to keep that down. There is the whistle, and there is the end of the first session. Our score, 1-0. FC Tucson over the El Paso Surf off an early goal, the boot of Villarreal. That is the half. We will be back with you in just a few minutes.
When you need mobile coverage,
Hey, Grandma!
Cox Mobile is right there with you. We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
Wow!
So you can stay connected from just about anywhere. We serve over 2 million square miles coast to coast. It's mobile service that works where you need it. Get coverage you can count on at a price you can count on too. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Tucson International Airport is your gateway to unforgettable adventures. Whether you're chasing thrills in stunning landscapes, getting face-to-face with incredible wildlife, indulging in the world-class flavors of the Southwest, or stepping into the history and legend of the Wild West, Tucson International Airport is where memories begin. Book your flight to Tucson today and see how easy travel can be when you visit flytucson.com.
Take off at the Tucson International Airport. From boarding your flight to boarding the waves, your summer adventure starts at Tucson International Airport. Time is your most valuable asset. Spend less time getting to the plane and more time on what matters most. Wherever your adventure takes you, visit flytucson.com and experience the value of convenience.
From pets to jets, homes and drones, and all things in between. At Ranger, we insure everything. Ranger.com.
At your Geico local office, we know that time flies. But when you bundle your coverage with Geico, you could save money all year long. Contact your local agent to get personalized service and even more savings.
Got termites? Arizona Pest Control will hunt them down.
What's this? I think it's called Centricon. Centricon?
Bugs got you stressed? Call the best Arizona Pest.
mobile coverage?
Hey, Grandma.
Cox Mobile is right there with you. We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
Wow.
So you can stay connected from just about anywhere. We serve over 2 million square miles coast to coast. It's mobile service that works where you need it. Get coverage you can count on at a price you can count on too. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Tucson International Airport is your gateway to unforgettable adventures. Whether you're chasing thrills in stunning landscapes, getting face to face with incredible wildlife, indulging in the world-class flavors of the Southwest, or stepping into the history and legend of the Wild West, Tucson International Airport is where memories begin. Book your flight to Tucson today and see how easy travel can be when you visit flytucson.com.
Take off at the Tucson International Airport. From boarding your flight to boarding the waves, your summer adventure starts at Tucson International Airport. Time is your most valuable asset. Spend less time getting to the plane and more time on what matters most. Wherever your adventure takes you, visit flytucson.com and experience the value of convenience.
From pets to jets, homes and drones, and all things in between. At Richer, we insure everything. Richer.com.
At your Geico local office, we know that time flies. But when you bundle your coverage with Geico, you could save money all year long. Contact your local agent to get personalized service and even more savings.
Got termites? Arizona Pest Control will hunt them down.
What's this? I think it's called Centricon. Centricon?
Bugs got you stressed. Call the best Arizona Pest.
When you need mobile coverage,
Hey, Grandma.
Cox Mobile is right there with you. We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
Wow.
So you can stay connected from just about anywhere. We serve over 2 million square miles coast to coast. It's mobile service that works where you need it. Get coverage you can count on at a price you can count on too. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Tucson International Airport is your gateway to unforgettable adventures. Whether you're chasing thrills in stunning landscapes, getting face-to-face with incredible wildlife, indulging in the world-class flavors of the Southwest, or stepping into the history and legend of the Wild West, Tucson International Airport is where memories begin. Book your flight to Tucson today and see how easy travel can be when you visit flytucson.com.
Take off at the Tucson International Airport. From boarding your flight to boarding the waves, your summer adventure starts at Tucson International Airport. Time is your most valuable asset. Spend less time getting to the plane and more time on what matters most. Wherever your adventure takes you, visit flytucson.com and experience the value of convenience.
From pets to jets, homes and drones, and all things in between. At Richer, we insure everything. Richer.com.
At your Geico local office, we know that time flies. But when you bundle your coverage with Geico, you could save money all year long. Contact your local agent to get personalized service and even more savings.
Got termites? Arizona Pest Control will hunt them down.
What's this? I think it's called Centricon. Centricon?
Bugs got you stressed? Call the best Arizona Pest.
When you need mobile coverage,
Hey, Grandma.
Cox Mobile is right there with you. We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
Wow.
So you can stay connected from just about anywhere. We serve over 2 million square miles coast to coast. It's mobile service that works where you need it. Get coverage you can count on at a price you can count on too. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Tucson International Airport is your gateway to unforgettable adventures. Whether you're chasing thrills in stunning landscapes, getting face-to-face with incredible wildlife, indulging in the world-class flavors of the Southwest, or stepping into the history and legend of the Wild West, Tucson International Airport is where memories begin. Book your flight to Tucson today and see how easy travel can be when you visit flytucson.com.
Take off at the Tucson International Airport. From boarding your flight to boarding the waves, your summer adventure starts at Tucson International Airport. Time is your most valuable asset. Spend less time getting to the plane and more time on what matters most. Wherever your adventure takes you, visit flytucson.com and experience the value of convenience.
From pets to jets, homes and drones, and all things in between. At Richer,
Geico local office, we know that time flies. But when you bundle your coverage with Geico, you could save money all year long. Contact your local agent to get personalized service and even more savings.
Got termites? Arizona Pest Control will hunt them down.
What's this? I think it's called SensorCon. SensorCon?
Bugs got you stressed. Call the best Arizona Pest.
When you need mobile coverage,
Hey, Grandma.
Cox Mobile is right there with you. We run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability.
Wow.
So you can stay connected from just about anywhere. We serve over 2 million square miles coast to coast. It's mobile service that works where you need it. Get coverage you can count on at a price you can count on too. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Welcome back to Keener North Stadium, home of FC Tucson Women, where they hold a 1-0 lead to begin the second session over the Surf of El Paso. Rain has been falling all night here in the Valley of the Sun. Just kidding, that's north in Phoenix, but close enough. It's the Valley of the Rain tonight, but not goals pouring down. Referee blew his whistle a few seconds ago. We're waiting for El Paso to take the field. Here they come. See if we can get started. FC Tucson early tally this evening for the only goal of the night so far off the boot of Villarreal. Really nicely taken from Vivian. FC Tucson will start the second session. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, games like this is really difficult because one mistake, one skip through of that wet surface can really cause a problem. We'll see if FC Tucson can cause any problems here in the second half. They get started, and we are underway again, 1-0 to the home team, getting started in the second session. WPSL does have unlimited substitutions, so we'll try to keep you as up to date as possible with the changes. El Paso going to look to go to the right side. Won't find it and give the ball right back to FC Tucson. One thing we noted in the first half, the number of giveaways, we'll blame it on the rain like Milli Vanilli back in the day, but coaches will blame it on their players, certainly in a film session. We'll see if any halftime adjustments were made to keep more possession and have a little bit more flow to this match. Restart, nobody coming. Miranda coming to the middle. Let's see if she can keep possession. Ball's a bit loose. She'll send it to the middle. Andrews will send it to the right side. A little miscommunication on who's going to handle it. Ball up in the air up front. Now to the middle. FC Tucson it is in, but Captain Emily Torres makes her way over to take away any danger off that one. Ball going up top, coming down to the feet of Scott. She beats a player, two on a nifty move. Tries to beat two more, unable to. Ball back in play and right back out of play.
No, it's Janae shot. Yeah, it's 43.
Well, Surf putting it right back in. And quickly taken away. Miranda with the ball at her boot. She'll send it forward. FC Tucson on the attack. Mooring had an opportunity but couldn't take advantage of it. Surf will take possession. We'll see how long they keep it. Not long. Out of play. Restart from a throw. Linesmen's arms are going to get tired this evening from singling so many throws. Bit of a scrum in the corner. We'll see if Mooring commits a foul. She does. Easy call for the center. Ball put up the line. Headed down to Mooring. She tries to take a player on. Unsuccessfully. Escobar will put it towards the front for the Surf, but to no such avail. Miranda the ball at her feet. FC Tucson back in action. Here's Mooring on the right side. 1v1 with the Captain Torres. What she does. Takes a touch to her right. Pulls back. Sends it across. Touchdown. See if Davila comes out and claims that she does. Clearly not a pass back. No intent. Just a deflection. So Davila picks it up. And we'll restart with the ball in her hands. Sends it forward with a mighty boot towards the midline. That'll go all the way to the back line. Here we go, FC Tucson looking to attack up the right side. Ball played across. Skips through, as we mentioned, with that wet surface. Erich on the ball. We'll send it back one line. See if it's played in for service. It is. Nobody home, and it will go back to Miranda, who plays it across. Pickett, the ball at her foot. She'll look for some options and play it over towards Mooring, but through the middle of two players and off the end line for a goal kick. A little more settled in at the beginning of the second half than we had in the first half, but certainly to be expected with players who played in the rain so far all evening. Opportunity. Down left side, taken advantage of by Erich. She's got two players. Bit of pushing and shoving, a little bit too much pushing and shoving. Call is made. We'll have a restart. Torres says she doesn't want it. Davila will take advantage. She'll take it, put the ball back and play for the serve. Not too much challenge. Scott has it, but immediately gives it away. Morales slipped on her restart attempt. And the ball back to FC Tucson. Statistician staying busy this evening with a number of giveaways. And the statistician to my right immediately picks up his pen as he should be keeping track. Ball falls to the floor. Here's an opportunity. Perhaps a stat on the scoreboard, but not on this opportunity. Clearance comes. Miranda's waiting for it. Midfield heads it down. Scott unable to handle it. Mooring tries to hold it off. Pulls a clear, yeah. Referee waited to see if advantage was there. It was not, so waited for the call and then gave it. Surf manager Ivan Morales giving direction from the right side. Looking identical to the referees this evening, blue and black. Surf will start with a restart on the throw, put it down the line, move forward about 15 yards, and we'll do it again. Comes into the boot of Escobar. She'll try to take on a few players. Does so successfully. Surf with an opportunity. That was Avery Thiemann on the ball. Lozano. And given away. Here's Scott, but gives it right back. And the Surf will starve to the back, and this will be Morales. Nice touch to the right touch line. Ball held up. Held up too much as Scott and FC Tucson take advantage. Miranda, nice switch to the play. Tons of opportunity, tons of space for FC Tucson on the right side. Villarreal with the ball at her foot will play Pickett, who's made a run down the right side. Doesn't have a lot of options. Mooring the only one so far. Let's see if she gets in the mix. Ball heads back. Here's Villarreal. We'll send it in. Mooring waiting on the back stick. Oh, one-time volley with the instep. Not there. Puts it wide and over. A nice piece of skill. Beautiful ball from Villarreal. Mooring was there, ready for it, right position. Just could not finish that one. Not too many opportunities here tonight, so you got to start to take advantage. Shots on goal so far. FC Tucson 9, 4 for the opposition Surf. And a couple that probably were shots that don't go on the book because they probably were across the slip of the defender. We talked about the surface. Trouble. Bartier there to take care of it, though. Little chip over the top. Here's Villarreal. Nice early first-time ball. Watch the bounce. Couldn't quite get there. Erich was coming in on a fast run from the left, but the ball skipped past her attempt. Surf quickly back on their side to the right, and we'll throw it in once again. Bit of life here in the last 5 minutes from FC Tucson. Build up from the right side. Ben Pickett, Miranda, and Villarreal really causing the problems. Surf, though, have been a little more active in the attack than they were in the first half. But Bartier uses her size, taking advantage, plays the ball out of touch. Odessa, a hometown Tucson product, playing for University of Louisiana Monroe in her collegiate career. Mooring trying to cause some problems, but unable to. Nice piece of skill. We'll see if the referee lets that play on. He does, as Surf continued to maintain possession down the left side. Perhaps it was meant to be a cross, but not too much. Went right back to Avery Thiemann. She plays it back in. Cross going directly into the hands of Biederman Auburg. It's one of those we mentioned a few minutes ago, as it could go in the stat sheet as a shot, but more likely an attempted cross. Nobody home on that attempt. Villarreal will go back to collect it, see if she has an option moving forward. Another throw in. This will go the direction of the serve. Shackley on the action. She sends it back, but it'll go back one more line all the way back to the goalkeeper. Andrews will have the ball. Send it to Miranda, able to turn. Look forward, looking for Mooring, or Villarreal, picks out Villarreal. Couldn't quite get that ball there, and El Paso could not control. Geographically, El Paso about 4 hours to the east of Tucson, so a bit of a road trip for the ladies to make it here to Keno North Stadium. Mooring on the turn, taking on 3 players unsuccessfully, as is usually the case when you take on 3 players. Surf with a nice piece of skill. Chips up, balls to the feet of the right wing. Bartieri strong out of the back, that center back position. Scott takes command. Shackley to the left side. Cut inside. We'll see if she can find Scott's feet. Plays it to Mooring. Mooring unable to make the touch to control, and it'll trickle back to Davila. Starting to see some cracks in the Surf defense, but so far FC Tucson unable to take advantage and find the back of the net. Pickett wins that one out of the air, back to Bartieri. She'll take her time selecting her favorite option, which in this case is Andrews, her fellow center back. Andrews will play the right side, well taken down by Villarreal. Nice first touch. Trying to find that little scoop over the top. We've seen that a few times so far. But falling harmlessly all the way to the keeper. Davila will pick it up and give it a ride. Pickett there for receive it. Interesting, again, ball just put forward perhaps with some optimism, but not met, as it was Biederman Auburg who was there to meet it. Bartieri, she'll push forward. Erich, Scott making a run down the left, unable to connect. Torres will take command in the back, play Morales, and they will take their time across the back line. Nice touch. Once again, a nice bit of possession here from the Surf, and they'll pop it over the top. Not sure if Coach Morales was going to like that, because they had a really nice spell of passing and then decided on that scoop attack, trying to take on the one attacker in the middle of 3 defenders in gray. Bartieri back to Miranda. FC Tucson will see if they can ask a question, but she slips in here. Here, Surf might be in. Clear, close the jersey. We might see our first booking of the evening. Easy decision for the referee. That is a booking. The Miranda will go in the book, as she slipped on that wet surface and had no choice but to, not necessarily goal-scoring opportunity, but certainly a chance for the Surf. Referee making the right call. Clear caution. One given here in the 60th minute to Fiorella Miranda. Annabella Escobar will step over the ball for the Surf, about 35 yards out. A bit surprised to see a 3-person wall this far out, but that's what the keeper calls for, and that's what the keeper gets. Coach Morales giving instruction to Escobar. The Surf will start their run. The whistle is blown. More of a direct attempt on goal, but again, with this wetness tonight, Biederman Auburg not able to handle it, does the smart thing. Instead of trying to catch it, sends it out wide over the sideline. And the Surf will put it back into play via the throw, back to the right side. probably get a surface. It's going to go across the middle. The attacker there able to bring it down. Thiemann. FC Tucson heads it out. We'll see if Real can get it out of play. Plays outside to Pickett. Stops it. Sends it back to Andrews. Finds a bit of fortune as that makes it way all the way to the middle. But Scott gives it right back and gets it right back. Big switch on to see if Real can get to it. Ball skips through, but Torres has been very stout in the center of the middle defense for the Surf tonight, and that's probably why she's wearing the armband. Pickett, great hustle to the side, gets it back in. Miranda looking for some options. Scoop it over the top. That's about the 5th time we've seen that scoop tonight. Real unable to get it, but enough pressure provided that the Surf have to put it out of play. As a manager, I never liked seeing that scoop, but it has proven effective a few times tonight. Throw directly to the feet of El Paso Surf, and here they are looking for the counter. Nice tackle by Miranda. Judged and deemed fair properly by the center ref. El Paso retains possession. Iniguez on the ball, gives it away. Lozano will try to retain, but FC Tucson down the left, I believe that's Erich. And back to Miranda, who's been the general so far of this match in the middle. In the first half, it was Walters, but we haven't seen her so far here in the second session. 63rd minute. Villarreal searching across the middle, looking to ask some questions. Service provided into the middle is Mooring there. Scott's there. Bobbled it a minute, popped it up in the air, but right back to her and safely into her arms for the Surf. Gives it a ride. A little sandwich there from the FC Tucson defenders, but no harm, no foul. Possession falls, and here's some trouble. Thiemann in for Surf. Let's see if she puts a shot on. She does. Oh, nicely struck. A little bend in towards the near post, just out of the outstretched arms of Biederman Auberg, but that was not touched by the FC Tucson keeper. Probably the best opportunity of the evening so far for the Surf, but unable to put it on frame was Thiemann. Another quick giveaway in a dangerous area for FC Tucson. Thiemann back with the ball on her foot. She'll look at some options, take a deep shot, a bit optimistic, but again tonight, put it on frame, see what happens. She just has been unable to put that shot on frame this evening. Morales and Cervantes will come back onto the field for FC Tucson. Cervantes certainly very active in the first half, so we'll see if she can continue that with her appearance here in the second. Mooring will come off. Cervantes taking her place. It'll be Shaylee Fuel coming on a Micah Mountain product, just 16 years of age. First changes here in the 65th minute of this second half. Andrews, a bit of trouble, but sends it all the way back to the keeper. It's been a steady rain all evening. Oh, that's trouble. But Odessa Bartieri kept it in play and was fortunate it went out for another goal kick. If I'm managing, I used to scream at my players, especially my backs, when in doubt, get it out. Holding on to the ball just a few touches too long, it could provide costly here. We've seen some sloppy giveaways on both sides tonight. We'll see if one of them proves costly. Build up out of the right side, going to try to skip over the top of a few lines, but as she has been all night, Torres is there. Looking for Thiemann, can't find her. Pickett playing, great hustle tonight from Pickett, playing with a lot of energy and activity. Aguilera is able to collect it, send it off, but it will stay with the ladies in black. Full credit to El Paso tonight. It could have been ugly as they gave up an early goal, but since then have certainly bent but not break defensively. I think that was meant to be serviced, but nobody home on the other end, so it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Biederman Auberg will put it at her feet, has options to both her right and left, selects the left. Bartieri will put it back into play. Shaylee Fuel on the ball. Tried to do a hop, skip, and a jump, but the ball went out of play. Bernal with the ball at her feet for the serve, and on the ground, still playing with her feet. Referee signals for a throw for the Black. Bartieri's going to let it run. Perhaps a bit dangerous, but no really pressure provided by El Paso. Perhaps just a touch of fatigue settling in for El Paso on the front lines. Their back line has been strong all night. Good battle there on the left side. FC Tucson wins it. Scott's going to look for the ball, but it is played behind her. Once again, Torres trying to put any danger out of play. Bernal on the ball, makes a nice turn, able to keep the ball. All the way to the back line. Can hear a fan yelling, "Don't lose it." She didn't listen. Ball back to the serve, however. Searching for options, trying to catch the right wave, if you will. Ooh, there's another jersey tug. Miranda's got to be careful. She's already sitting on the yellow, and that was a pretty clear jersey tug. Ref offering to play clear advantage. Shot taken, but no real danger off that. Biederman Auberg easily able to handle that one. Back across the middle, you see that fatigue. With unlimited subs, I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen Miranda come off. She is clearly looking for some wind here. Ball did fall to her feet. She plays it outside right to somebody who looks less than winded. Pickett has been strong all night. She's going to keep this down the right side, looking towards the middle. No runner home. Lozano on the ball for the serve. Cuts it back to the inside. Thiemann running from the left. Plays it right under the middle, but nobody home. Emma Cazares stepping to the sideline. Going to check in at our next opportunity for FC Tucson. Let's see if it's Miranda who clearly needs to sub. Crack statistician says that is the call. Sometimes I'm right. We'll see. Not often. Ball played towards the right side, and we will see if I'm right here. Referee will look towards the sideline. Call for the sub Cervantes to come in. Cazares, I'm sorry. And it is Miranda who will make her way to the sideline slowly. Miranda had some really nice spells of possession. I can see why she is fatigued because pretty much all the play in the second half has gone through her feet. So we'll see if Cazares can take over those responsibilities. 70th minute here at Keno North Stadium, Tucson, Arizona. Hometown FC Tucson women leading the El Paso Surf 1-0. 69:20 on the clock and counting. Ball will go all the way across. Surf manager Ivan Morales will counter those changes with 3 of his own as we start to look who will make changes coming in black jerseys. Oh, trouble across. Loose pass. Cazares is there. Did get too much of the foot there. Referee will allow the foul. Torres lines up. Surveys her options. Ball will go out about. Your changes coming in for a serve. Jacqueline Rubio. Dina Reyes. And somebody wearing the 18 jersey, but we don't have an 18 on our roster, so we'll figure out who that is in a few moments. We'll be coming in. We'll tell you who's making their way out.
Checking in number 27, Dana Reyes, and number 18, Melissa De Los Santos. Replacing number 7.
Referee not quite sure, neither are we, who's coming on and who's coming off. 18 is Santos. We're all counting, as is the center ref right now, to make sure we have the proper 11. We do, so play will continue. Torres immediately with the ball to her feet. Makes the decision to play it right off the FC Tucson defender, and we'll do it all again in pretty much the same place. This time down the line. Bernal. Bartieri on her. Aguilera unable to crack the defense. Villarreal is having a really nice night on the right side here for FC Tucson. Pickett will send it back. Andrews. Light pressure coming towards her. Villarreal lets it bounce, but Torres is there. Asking for a touch, doesn't get it. AR says ball stays with FC Tucson. Very impressed with Emily Torres in the back and the center for El Paso tonight. Been a very strong defender, made pretty much a right decision every time. Decision to be made here by Jacqueline Rubio, though, one of the subs. Ball always finds your feet when you're first on the pitch. This is a bit dangerous, but as she has all evening, Biederman and Alberg there off her line. Has been solid in the back for FC Tucson. Nice touch to the outside. Can she continue to win it? I believe that's Shaylee Fuel who made that. Beat one player down the line, unable to take on the second. Ball far down the right side. El Paso going to take their time going to get this one. She must have heard me because now she breaks into a small jog. Good gamesmanship. Catch their legs a little bit as we are in the 73rd minute. Ball put back into the play and back into danger for the Surf. 50-50 ball won by FC Tucson. I believe that was going to be a shot from Cervantes, but stopped. But Cervantes puts it right back towards the middle. Shackley has scored a goal so far this season for FC Tucson, but has not had much opportunity so far this evening. We'll see 3 more changes for the ladies in gray. Erich is coming back in. Walters and Gist both played in the first half. Walters had a ton of touches in the first half, so see if she's back into it. She'll step into the back line. Zoe Gist will head towards the left side. Erich will hold down the middle and the right. She'll replace Pickett, who had a ton of run on the right side. Let's see if Erich can do the same. Jamie Black also into the game. Here's the 9. Here we go, as we said. Erich, ball goes down. It was a bit awkward. Could have been seen as a foul, but probably not. I think that was just a bit of the wet surface. Both players slipped, one going over the other. The fall often makes it look a little bit more ominous than it was. Referee was right there, as was the AR. Neither seemed to have any conversation, so on we play. But certainly in a 1-0 match, every manager and every player is going to ask for that PK. Surf with some space here, but played to nobody. But Walters unable to bring that ball down. Jacqueline Rubio, I think, was going to have a shot from about 40 yards, but right into the midsection of Walters, who immediately back into form as she was in the first half with possession and the right pass, and will come down the left side with some pace. Pushes the ball out a bit too far in front as it is taken off her, and there's that weird skip again. Looked like it could have been a handball as it went towards the midsection, maybe controlled with the inner arm. AR saw it, called it. Center ref agrees, and the foul is given for a handball. Looked very awkward. It was one of those midway skips off the wet surface. Bounced up into the player who was also leaping, and I think just caught the inside of the arm. It did change the direction of the ball into an attacking player, so you do have to give that foul there. Back to the right side, Andrews. Erich, she plays it up front. Here's Cervantes with some pace. Can she get the ball across? It's deflected, but just outside the 6. Ooh, referee will give that call. Dangerous spot here for FC Tucson. Let's see if they can take advantage of a set piece and see what Coach Carter calls for. It's going to be Andrews on the ball. Which I've been calling inappropriate all night. That's actually Natalia Sepulveda, not Andrews, sorry. Natalia Sepulveda is number 14 in gray. She's on the ball. See, I got it right once, and now I'm wrong immediately. She's going to play it in, but right towards the keeper. Oh, it did come down with a little bit of danger, but Davila able to collect. Walters up strong. 50-50 ball will come down to the surf. Aguilera is going to play it forward. Again, another 50-50 challenge. Torres gets down and stuck in the middle. Bit too much of a charge. Probably tried to put a shoulder in, but with a player who was going down, that is probably deemed a dangerous play, if anything. Too much contact and in a dangerous play. So Torres immediately pops up and will take the reset. Sends it towards the middle. Skipping. It might skip all the way through. Was there a touch? Surf seemed to think so, and the referee agrees. Our center ref will point towards the flag, and I believe this to be the Surf's first corner of the evening.
Corner kick, El Paso, presented by Altitude Home Loans.
It'll come from the left side. It'll be an in-swinger. They gather just inside the 18 in a bunch. Referee signals, let's play. 79th minute, in-swinger. Nice ball sent in. Headed out, but not out of danger. Some contact. Bit of a touch. Oh! Nice shot from Aguilera. In a night like this, a smart play. Put the ball in, see what happens. I thought perhaps Peterman Albert got a touch to it. Apparently she did not. Goes outside just left of the frame, and we'll have a goal kick. '80th minute in Tucson, and an early goal from Vivian Villarreal stands as the only tally. It is 1-0. FC Tucson over the El Paso Surf, who will look for an equalizer here in the last 10, 12 minutes of this game, depending on injury time added. Extra time, as we've seen no injuries. Moreno. Ball down the left. The defender stands strong, though, and collects it. Nice switch. We'll see if that ball skips through. It does. Surf is going to be first to it, but only thing they can do is play it out of bounds. Sepulveda will put it back into play. Down the line. Headed right back out. We'll do it again. Sepulveda again, down the line again. And land almost to the exact same spot, but about 3 or 4 yards up. We'll do it once more. See if 3 is a charm. Sepulveda tries to drive the ball in her jersey. She'll send it forward. Ball in. Nicely done. A couple of first-time volleys. Deflection right to the feet. FC Tucson with an opportunity. Oh, just outside of the bar. Do not know if you'll find better than that. That was Cervantes on the backside. That ball did catch a Surf player directly in the face, so the referee will pause to make sure that player is okay, training staff on. Golden opportunity for FC Tucson to double the lead. The deflection fell right to Cervantes' feet, unable to send it to the right of the bar, just outside. Looks like we'll see changes on both sides here. Avery Thiemann, who's had some dangerous moments, will return for the El Paso Surf. We'll see if it's for the injured player.
El Paso substitution.
And Janae Shackley will return for FC Tucson.
Replacing number 17, Emily Morales.
It is Morales who caught the ball in the face who will step off. We sure hope she's okay. Thiemann replaces her. Shackley will replace
Number 7, Zoe Gist.
Zoe Gist, who comes off, did a nice job for FC Tucson in a few minutes here in the second half. 82nd minute. Score stands at 1-0 after FC Tucson misses a chance to double it. Ball not sent far by Davila. Put over the top. Torres is there. Here's an opportunity. Cervantes. Torres. Ooh. I'm not sure who went that off, who that ball went off. It was a 50-50 ball. It could have gone to either. Well, either way, it goes over the end line, and a corner kick awarded for FC Tucson. This will be an Altitude Home Loans corner kick. Again, another opportunity. In games like this, matches like this, you have to put one of these chances away to secure 3 points for the home team. Just takes one on the counter to get one back. In swinger towards the middle, popped up, still dangerous, headed back down, falls to the feet. 2 opportunities cleared out by the Surf, and now one-on-one with Walters, who wins the battle. She has been solid. Both center backs solid on both sides of the ball this evening. Walters has played very well, as has Torres in black. But it's Walters on the ball now. She puts it up, and unfortunately right out of play. That's what I get for giving her a compliment. Broadcaster's curse there. And we're back in play in the waning minutes of this match. Bartieri unable to secure. Here's Bernal. Dangerous ball across. Surf with an opportunity here. Ball on her right foot. Oh, what a play from Walters once again. Slides in, stopping the play. Continues, maintains possession. Walters might be the woman of the match if FC Tucson can hold on for this last 8 to 10 minutes. All the way back and put out of play for an FC Tucson throw. Just on the edge of the attacking third for the ladies in gray. El Paso Surf will make some changes here in the last few minutes. Bernal will come on. Iniguez will come on. We'll see who they come on for at our next stoppage of play. Our next stoppage of play is Surf put it in quickly. Once again, it's Walters who's there. Bartieri's going to send it all the way to the right. Sepulveda. Lots of space, lots of time. Not in a hurry to make a decision. Sends it down to the right. Has a teammate there who will cut it back. Perhaps a good opportunity for a cross. There it is, sent in over the top of Davila and over the top of everything. Landing on top of the net. Here comes those changes for El Paso.
And number 21, Camila Bernal. Replacing number 27,
Bernal and Iniguez
and number 18, Melissa De Los Santos.
will replace Reyes. And we'll see who else is coming off. And that's De La Santo who came off also for El Paso. 5 minutes left on the clock. We'll see how much is added by the center referee. Tumbling fall, but nothing awarded. FC Tucson throw-in. They'll go down the line. Continue to press here in the final 5. Scott, who's gotten a lot of action, has played very well this evening. To Walters. She'll take on a couple of Surf defenders and come away with the ball. All the way back to Bartieri. She'll go right back to Walters, who will play it into the left. Scott with a touch that worked out. Cervantes falls. Oh, let's see if any foul is given. Nope, just a bit of a scrum. El Paso comes away on top of it. And they'll send the ball forward, but not far, as it is headed back down and taking possession in gray. Surf thought that was theirs, but our center points towards the right, which is FC Tucson. They'll take advantage. Cazares will send it all the way back. Bartieri now. See if FC Tucson starts to try to possess this one away with about 4 minutes remaining on the clock. They're going to go forward, send it back. Sepulveda will look forward to Cervantes. Yaya on the ball. Touched over. Defense puts it over the end line. We'll have a corner. This will be another Altitude Home Loans corner.
Presented by Altitude Home Loans.
Yaya Cervantes will take it. Outswinger. FC Tucson gathering about 7 players to the back. Runs have begun. Ball's served in. Gets to the near post, but not much further. AR signals the ball went over the end line in flight, so no danger there. Opportunity wasted for FC Tucson. Time starting to tick away here for the Surf. I'm sure manager Morales would like to see just a bit more giddy up, if you will. They're taking their time, down just 1 goal here. Sent forward by Davila, collected by FC Tucson. A little fun flick over from Cazares, or Cervantes rather, but right to Davila, who will send it right back into the mix. Nicely taken, ball bouncing. Let's see if there's any danger. Probably not with Walters there. She'll touch it back, which means Biederman Opper needs to play it with her feet. She does so successfully. Ball down the right side. Touched right, but unable to do really any danger is Erich. Let's see if El Paso seeks to find any urgency here. With about 2 minutes remaining, I have not seen a signal for how many added minutes there will be. Likely to be just 1 with the action so far transpiring here in the second session. 89th minute, here we go. Walters on the ball. FC Tucson clinging to a 1-0 lead. Ball through. We saw the signal. It will be 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes as we have hit the 90th minute mark here at Keno North Stadium, home of FC Tucson, with a 1-0 lead over the El Paso Surf. El Paso on the ball, looking for a late equalizer. Cervantes takes it down. El Paso intercepts. Sends it left. This late in the match, though, I don't think she has the legs to get there, and the ball will run out. Nicely defended by Sepulveda on the right side. Sepulveda smartly shielding the ball. She'll take her time, drying it off with the jersey. Sent towards the middle. Saris here, so FC Tucson is in. Here we go down the right side. Villarreal, the goal scorer for tonight, has the ball on her foot. 2 defenders in front of her. Scoops it over. Is she able to retain? Slides in. Does get the ball, but can do nothing with it since she's on the ground. And we are officially in stop time. Dangerous giveaway. Villarreal with the ball, but gives it right back. Surf. Man, the Surf have had opportunities but have not been able to keep possession at all this evening. Sepulveda will put it back in play a little quickly for me. Had an opportunity to maybe take some precious seconds off as we are into injury time. At this point, we'll rely on the center ref's watch. Clock is stopped here at Keenan North Stadium. Seconds ticking away, as is the opportunity for the El Paso Surf. Bartieri there, and by herself. Here comes the pressure, but not too much from the Surf. They'll send it back. Bartieri back to Walters. Coach Moreno begging his team to put some pressure on, but no response. Bartieri again across the back. Not the strongest of touches as it bounces up, but FC Tucson does hold. Sepulveda will just get it out of there. Let's see if Villarreal can run onto it. The stout Torres has been there all night. She continues to be as the ball goes over the touchline for an FC Tucson throw. No hurry for them tonight trying to get it back in. They do send it back in towards the middle. Villarreal able to get a left boot to it, bounces up. Bouncing around the midsection. It's there. FC Tucson towards the end line. El Paso taking back possession. Will put it out, but not too far. Cazares there. Sends it back outside. Service to the middle. A couple FC Tucson players home. We'll see Villarreal sends it back towards the middle. Back in. Oh, what a save by Davila. Oh, my goodness. Saving any opportunity. Really nice build-up for FC Tucson there. Jamie Black had a really nice touch towards the sideline, and that will do it. Referee points towards the center stripe, and FC Tucson holds on after a frigid, rainy 90 minutes here in Tucson, Arizona. Your final score from tonight's WPSL match, FC Tucson 1, El Paso Surf 0. We'll see you again next time, and for now, good night and great soccer.